This is Hayes Q Jones, your DVD and Blu-ray baller on a budget, and this is HQ Videos for you. If you're new to the channel, welcome. If you're a current subscriber, how are you doing? Hope everything is working well for you. We're in very stressful times. But this week's video is a collection video. This is a collection of my least favorite Thanksgiving Day movies. These are strictly Thanksgiving Day movies. Some a little more Thanksgiving than others. Some a little funnier, some a little bit serious, some a little quirkier than others. And speaking for myself, it's been a very stressful year. We're towards the end of it though. But even throughout the stress, I try to stay positive and think of things that I'm thankful for. If nothing else, good movies. So this is my list of movies. Hopefully you like them. If you have some that I haven't mentioned, throw it in the comments. But without further ado, sit back, relax, have a drink, have a smoke, and I'll catch you on the other end of this video. We're back at the Black Cave. Back at the Black Cave. We are back at the motherfucking Black Cave. I'm going to jump into, I'm going to rank these from my least favorite to my favorite. And to start it off, we have the 2020 comedy drama, Friendsgiving. It's directed and written by Nicole Paone, produced by Malin Ackerman. It stars Malin Ackerman, Kat Dennings, Jack Donnelly, Aisha Taylor, Jane Seymour. You also have appearances from Wanda Sykes, Margaret Cho. I thought this was going to be a lot funnier than what it was. It really wasn't. It just seemed kind of catty and bitchy, and the funny lines really didn't hit that hard for me. And what's very funny or not so funny is I actually bought the movie twice by accident. The reason how I bought it twice, this is a Canadian version. It goes by a different name, Dinner with Friends, but as you can see, same cast of people, just different artwork. So it's a Thanksgiving movie. Again, well, really, the plot behind this, you have a newly divorced actress, Molly. Her recently dumped lesbian best friend, Abby, and Molly's mother, Helen, host a dysfunctional, comical, and chaotic Thanksgiving dinner for their motley crew of close friends and strange acquaintances. So maybe the humor wasn't meant for me. Maybe this is more of a woman's movie, but I didn't think it was that funny. And a lot of the performances just kind of fell flat for me though. But this is my first or least favorite pick for Thanksgiving, Friendsgiving. My next Thanksgiving pick is the 1993 comedy drama romance, Son-in-Law. This was directed by Stephen Rash, produced by Hilton A. Green, and produced by Hilton A. Green and written by Patrick J. Clinton. And this stars Pauly Shore, Carla Gugino, Laura Lane Smith, Cindy Pickett, and Mason Adams. And if you've never seen this before, the plot behind this, you have a country girl, Rebecca, has spent most of her life on the farm in South Dakota. And when she goes away to college in Los Angeles, Rebecca immediately feels out the place and the daunting urban setting. She's befriended by a savvy party animal named Crawl, played by Pauly Shore, who convinces the ambivalent Rebecca to stay in the city. When Thanksgiving break rolls around, Rebecca, no longer an innocent farm girl, invites Crawl back to South Dakota, where he pretends to be her fiance. And Pauly Shore is one of those actors, if you want to call them comedians, that either you like them or you hate them. With me, I have to be in the mood for Pauly Pauly Shore. That, hey buddy, that kind of hippie, oh, is so whatever, however he communicates. So, but he's very unique in his comedy. So if you like Pauly Shore, you like the comedy romance, which is basically what this is, and it's a fun Thanksgiving watch. I don't think they have a Blu-ray out for this yet. I wouldn't be surprised. Maybe Shout Factory or Kino might drop a Blu-ray of Son-in-Law. My next pick is a 2003 comedy drama, Pieces of April. It's directed by Peter Hedges, produced by Alexis Alaxian, written by Peter Hedges. It stars Katie Holmes, Derek Luke, Oliver Platt, Allison Pill, and John Gallagher Jr. The plot behind this, you have a quirky and rebellious April Burns lives with her boyfriend in a low-rent New York City apartment, miles away from her emotionally distant family. But when she discovers that her mother has a fatal form of breast cancer, she invites the clan to her place for Thanksgiving. While her father struggles to drive her family into the city, April, an inexperienced cook, runs into kitchen trouble and must ask the neighbor for help. And this is more of a black comedy. It kind of pokes fun of the dysfunctionality, if that's a word, of the family, and how she's kind of the black sheep of the family. And Katie Holmes has played some really interesting parts. When I think of this, I think of her and Miss Meadows. Was that Killing Mrs. Tingle? I'm probably Teaching Mrs. Tingle. She plays these really offbeat, quirky, on the surface innocent, but really kind of dark and twisted inside characters. She plays these very well. And if you're familiar with those movies, it's kind of on that level of acting. Like Derek Luke, I've liked him, the movie I think Denzel produced. I can't think of that right now though, but this is more of a darker adult Thanksgiving movie, not necessarily for the family. So if you like that, again, Miss Meadows, Teaching Mrs. Tingle, kind of dark Katie Holmes, you'll like Pieces of April. Next, we have the 1997 comedy drama, House of Yes, directed by Mark Waters, produced by Robert Berger, written by Wendy McLeod. This stars Parker Posey, Josh Hamilton, Tori Spelling, Freddie Prinze Jr., Geneva Bujold. The plot behind this, you have Jackie O is anxiously awaiting the visit of her brother's home for Thanksgiving, but is expecting him to bring a friend, and she's even more shocked to learn that his friend is his fiance. It soon becomes clear that her obsession with Jackie Kennedy is nothing compared to her obsession with her brother, and she isn't the only member of the family with problems. I think this is the first movie that introduced me to Parker Posey. This is just a really dark comedy with a very strong incest overview. I think the mother drops this line to the brothers or to her son's fiance. Is like, yeah, I believe these two were twins. And she said when they came out, she was holding his penis. And she had this, Parker Posey had this really deranged obsession with Jackie Onassis and the assassination of JFK. So this is really offbeat. It's not joke, but it's dark comedy funny. And again, if you like Parker Posey, you kind of know she's very quirky and she rocks the role. So if you like that offbeat, dark Thanksgiving type humor, definitely pick up House of Yes. Next, we have the 1987 comedy drama, Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. This was written and directed by John Hughes, produced by William H. Brown, stars Steve Martin, John Candy, Layla Robin, Michael McKean, and Kevin Bacon. I forgot Kevin Bacon was in here. You have an irritable marketing executive, Neil Page, is heading home to Chicago for Thanksgiving when a number of delays force him to travel with a well-meaning but overbearing shower ring curtain salesman, Dale Griffin. And something about John Candy
and Steve Martin. They're just likable characters. I don't know what they're like in real person, but they just seem like those kind of happy, jovial type of people that are just goofy, that just make you laugh, not in a apprehensive or offensive way. They're just happy-go-lucky guys, and they play very well off each other. John Candy is the overbearing guy, and of course Steve Martin is the uptight guy trying to make it home. And if you haven't seen it, I won't give the plot away though, but at the end it becomes very, I won't say dramatic though, but a little tender, and you kind of understand why John Candy is the way he is, and why he's so overbearing, and why he's so kind of attention starved. So very fun holiday Thanksgiving movie. Again, if you like Steve Martin and John Candy, definitely pick this up. And again, I'm going to have to watch this again because I don't remember Kevin Bacon in this, so I don't remember how big his part is. So I'm going to have to watch this again for Thanksgiving myself. Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. And my favorite Thanksgiving movie out of my collection would be the 1991 action comedy Dutch. This was directed by Peter Thayman, produced by Tarquin Gotch, written by John Hughes. Stars Ed O'Neill, Ethan Embry, JoBeth Williams, and Christopher McDonald. And story behind this, to get to know his girlfriend's son, Ed O'Neill volunteers to pick him up from a prep school, only to learn that her son is not the nicest kid. Essentially, let's put it nicely, he's a spoiled little brat. And Ed O'Neill is like old school. I think he's somewhat like this in real life. I've just heard him speak in interviews. He's just kind of a no-nonsense, not taking kind of shit type of person though, which I think some of that kind of rubbed off in Married with Children, which that's initially where I discovered Ed O'Neill and became an Ed O'Neill fan with Married with Children. He kind of brings some of that attitude with some of his own gravitas to the role. The kid plays a great little nasty prep school kid though, but at the end is all love at the end, not to spoil anything though, but very fun movie. Again, this is the 1991 comedy drama, comedy action, Dutch. And this is my Thanksgiving Day holiday collection. Now, if you made it this far in the video, smash a like, give me the big thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed yet, subscribe. If there's a Thanksgiving Day movie that you love, please add in the comments. I might add it to my collection. Other than that, may the best of your past be the worst of your future. Everyone be safe. Deuces.